Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Campaign 3 of Malt and Magic. I am not going to beat around the bush too much tonight. We are pretty much going to dive straight in, and I'm actually going to start with our content warnings tonight. Of course, this is an adult stream. There will be a lot of adult language, a lot of adult humour. Shouldn't be too many other content warnings, but of course the full content warnings will go out when this goes to VOD and podcast. So, should we introduce a new world to you all and to my players? Light. It is light that defines the land we now find ourselves in, and light that gave birth to this empire that we now call home. Almost 330 years ago, a great aurora filled the skies over this continent and changed its fate forever. You know this place. You were born in the Auroran Empire, a land defined by that great magical mystery, something that flooded it with power for almost 30 years. And in those 30 years, a single family rose to unite a fractured, warring realm. The scars of those past conflicts still litter the land, but it was this family's gifts that allowed them to forge alliances and end conflicts, and a single banner rose across the continent. Then, 300 years ago, something changed. Here it was called the Lessening, elsewhere the Restoration, the day that the skies dimmed and magic thinned. Half a world away in Enoeth, the Planar Detective Agency knew it by another name. And what they did there ended one story but began another, on a continent they had never seen, whose people would spend the next 3 centuries, until now, wondering what had been taken from them and why. Ardalia itself has indeed changed a great deal. Magic that was once varied and accessible is again a rarity. Those who study it must study harder than ever to reach heights that were once taken for granted. Others turn to nature, but now have to seek hidden groves lest they be hunted for what they can do. And then there is the other side of magic. In 300 years without the direct hand of the gods, other powers have begun to stir and to spread, offering ability to anyone willing to pay the price. Our new heroes, if we can call them that yet, belong to a guild of monster hunters known as Satya Mriga, a guild that hunts to earn coin, but which honours every kill. How long each of them has worn the guild's colours we will discover in due time, but all of them have sat before someone known as a Markmaester and taken the first mark, a tattoo that marks them as Drishya, or initiate. Our story will begin in the mountain city of Deepholm, a city that houses one of the oldest guild halls of Satya Mriga. Here, deep in the Iron Spine Mountains, 4 Drishya have been called to take on a new hunt. Whether they fell the beast, well, that's one thing. What they might discover along the way is far more exciting. So welcome to Campaign 3, the Auroran Empire. Let's roll. Heyo!
Hello, hello.
Hello.
There we go. What an intro. Well done, Dave. Well done indeed. Oh, very good. I believe one of our party is having a few technical issues, so we will bear with Danny for just a minute.
Not the start of the campaign without some problems, but
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I had mine earlier in the day, and we managed to solve them pretty quickly. But yes, so we will do our sort of lineup. Obviously, don't talk about your characters just yet. I know we can see them on screen, but in fact, Dave, hide them if you can. Just get rid of them. There we go. Brilliant. So anybody that caught that, sneak peek. But, so yes, let's just run down the cast lineup, and then we will introduce your characters over time. So I am Matt, of course. I am your Game Master, your Dungeon Master, once again, for Campaign 3, and joined by 4 very, very fine gentlemen who are going to take this campaign off the rails within a matter of minutes.
Hello, I am Dave, and I am one of 4 who are attempting to take it off the rails immediately. And I am very much looking forward to the start of what can only be described as going to be an incredible Campaign 3.
Let's hope so. Danny, are you there?
No, Steve.
No.
Okie dokie then. Hi. I'm Steve. I'm also playing a character in this campaign. Very, very excited. I didn't say how well. Yeah, can't wait. Definitely looking forward to a little bit of chaos and a lot of fun.
Excellent stuff.
I am Bodhi, and I am also playing a character in this campaign, as it so happens. I thought I was here for something else, but Matt informed me it was actually to play a character, so here I am. And I'm very much looking forward to diving into Campaign 3. I've been looking forward to playing this character, and I'm currently sending as many tech D&D parties to go and fight Danny's tech goblins as feasibly possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody send all of your natural 20s to Danny for his current tech issues. And of course, Danny is with us as well. Whether he can hear us right now, I don't know, but we are working on that. So, my friends, yes, we are here in Campaign 3. As we explained on the Session 0, but I will explain for everybody joining us, we're flipping Campaign 3 around a little bit, in the fact that this is going to be arc-based. So we have got mini seasons, if you like, that will then make up a larger campaign, which will hopefully make it easier for everybody to keep track. I plan to do little recaps as well in between, which will allow for people who have not seen a particular arc to not necessarily have to go through the full thing, but then can just join us in Arc 2, Arc 3, Arc 4 as we go through it. And in between those arcs, we will then be running different mini-series as well. Our next one, for example, is Daggerheart, which Mr. Hodge will be GMing at some point. So look forward to that. Right then, I think... Should we get into some D&D?
Sounds good.
Sounds great to me.
Excellent stuff. Well, let's set our scene a little bit then. Eventually, all 4 of you will be in the city of Deepholm. It is the southernmost city that sits within the Iron Spine mountain range, so called because it forms a central spine to the Auroran Empire. There are a number of cities along this ridge line, if you like, but Deepholm is probably one of the oldest, if not the oldest. It is built adjacent to an extensive cave system that feeds into the Iron Spine's deep interior. Mining primarily is the trade here, though the caves do extend considerably further than the current active levels of mine, and not all of what has been found in them has been discussed publicly. The Hunter Chapter House, or Satya Mriga's Chapter House here, or Guild Hall, is the Iron Spine's oldest institution. Some say it predates the city itself. And it is here, Vellan,
Yes.
that we find you. For the sake of this, Dave, I'm going to say that Vellan stumbles out of the local tavern, which is quite literally called the Miner's Cart. What do people see as Vellan stumbles out?
As Vellan stumbles out, they see this late 20s, very handsome-looking individual in very like privateers, sailors' outfits. That it's very much that big brash coat, the baggy trousers, the big red sash, and he just looks, he looks very drunk at the moment, but he's very handsome, dark hair, a bit of facial hair. He's lovely long locks. He looks like he can just talk his way into any place, and everyone would want to say hello to him. But yeah, he's stumbling around and looking like he's definitely enjoyed a lot of the tavern's mead.
Excellent. And remind me again where your mark is.
The mark is on the inside of my left forearm.
Are your sleeves currently up or down?
I would say, is it particularly warm? Not particularly warm. Is it normal temperature? Can he have a beer jacket on at the moment and he not be too bad?
I'm glad you've asked this question because it gives us an opportunity to talk a little bit around the biomes and the world itself in a bit more detail. So the time of year we are in is actually very, very early spring. So actually it's a little bit cold up here. There is still the remnants of snowfall, which is just slowly melting, if you like. Indeed, we are in the second week of the first month of spring, also known as, when I go and find my right link, because I had a bunch of other stuff open, also known as Auroran. We are on day 11. So yes, 30 days in a month for anybody wishing to keep track. And surprisingly, it's only around 11 a.m. So it's still early morning, like an hour before high noon. Let's get that out straight away. An hour before noon. You do have a mead jacket on, we will say.
Not mead jacket on. I'd say I wouldn't say that. Therefore, if it's 11 a.m., he is ratas, but he's definitely warmed himself with the mead. So as he walks out, and he's got a lovely smile on his face, he probably turns around and is like, "See you later tonight." He then goes, "Boo," and he he's holding his jacket in his hand, and he will then put it on. So he's got his sleeves rolled up, but therefore he then rolls them down and puts his jacket back on. Oh, that's better.
Maybe a perception check, please. First roll of the campaign.
Oh, here we go. Get my dice out. Perception check. I kid you not. With a perception check, that is a natural 20 for 24.
Hell yeah.
We start strong. As you sort of roll your sleeves down and put your jacket on, so to speak, you do notice an individual who stares directly at you. They are leaning against one of the rock sides of Deep Home, if you like, in this channel that goes between so a very, very small valley, if you like. There's one of the main thoroughfares from one side of the city to the other. A half-orc individual, tall, brownish green skin, and their hair is this shock of ginger, which is just like Duke Nukem, sort of straight up and squared off at the top.
as I look and then sort of do that double take of like still looking at me, I will just be like, do I recognise this individual?
With your natural 20 of a perception check, not only do you notice them, you don't recognise them, but you do recognise something about them. In the crook of their elbow on their left arm is a familiar symbol, an open eye with a spear piercing through it. And then there are a number of other tattoos that are lined around this. What you notice around the spear is the tip of it pierces what looks like a radiant sun.
As I look over at this individual, noticing that they are obviously staring at me, I go, you know, someone who stares that much usually wants to buy me a drink. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say no.
I think you have had enough.
Oh, come now. It's nearly 11 o'clock. Oh.
Were you not meant to report to the guild hall already?
Oh, was that today? Blimey. Where did the time go? Well, okay. Well, let's go.
Which one of the 4 Drishya are you?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, that is why I am asking.
Oh, you're no fun. I'm Vellan, Darkmere.
Oh,
Surely you know of me.
that one.
Yes, that one.
Suggest to report immediately to the contract warden.
Well, I've been trying to, but this individual in front of me keeps talking to me. Come on, let's go.
Right, yes. Move.
I'll start heading
They
towards
lead
the...
you.
Yeah.
Well, I say they lead you. They push you and just shove you along every now and again. Move. Quicker. And begin to hurry you along towards the guild hall of Satya Mriga, which is not only the oldest building here in Deep Home, but also one of the biggest. We're talking a grand hunting lodge with a number of sort of carvings of beasts outside. Even the pillars, which are made of this granite, are carved in such a way that they have worms and serpents or creatures that have serpentine bodies weaving around them. Above the main entrance, which are these grand wooden double doors, is that symbol of an open eye with a spear through it, and it looks like that has been set. It is the only opulence really here is set in either brass or bronze. Difficult to tell with sort of the not necessarily tarnished nature, but clearly over the winter it's not necessarily been polished or cleaned. There are a number of gruff individuals, muscular individuals walking around here, but at the same time you notice a couple of more lithe, athletic individuals as well. Eagerly stood at the top step outside the doors, rocking on their on the balls of their feet, from the toes to their heel, is another individual. Danny, describe what Vellan sees.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah! Do.
After the night you had, I didn't have the heart to be like...
Honestly, I have joined so many religions and prayed to all of their gods just to get this fucking stream working in the past half an hour.
You need to... hang on, the blood sacrifice behind you, you need to clean that up before you carry on further.
No, dead goat was the thing that worked, so I'm sticking with it. So, what Vellan will see is a fucking angry 37-year-old white man who's just logged onto a stream. So what he'll see...
Chin in a beer.
is an absolute behemoth of a humanoid. So he's 7 feet tall, grey-green skin, dark dreadlocks, it pulled back into fighting formation. Think Predator in terms of the dreadlock style. Fully adorned in battle armor, albeit like studded leather natural armors. He's got his axe, he's got a crossbow, the big leather boots. He's the type of guy, he looks like he would sleep in his gear. He's a military man through and through. He's ready for action at all times. As soon as the word is there, he's gone. And he stood there with his arms behind his back, looking annoyed at you for being late.
Morning, fella. How we doing?
I have to chaperone you, and I already regret it.
Oh, goody.
I'm supposed to be setting an example for you, even though, you should know what you're doing as a fully grown adult human.
Wouldn't go that far.
And yet apparently you could not find him in a tavern.
You didn't even find me in a tavern. God. What are you going to be hunting?
No. Let me explain. I'm. There's no excuse for my failure. I am sorry.
There, boy. There. Sorry. Vellan, Darkmere. Might as well get the pleasantries out the way. He puts a hand forwards.
Viktor.
Bearing in mind that
Rhee.
Vellan is 5'11", so you tower over him.
I will pat. I will just pat you on the head, pedantically.
Yeah, all right.
I can palm your head like
Sorry,
a basketball.
did you say your name was Victory?
No, you have to do a pause, otherwise people get confused. It's Viktor Rhee.
Victor Rhee. All right.
Yeah, less breathy though. You made it sound weird.
This is fun. Come on, we're late. Because of you. Come on. Let's smack you on the arse and walk
The
through.
final two
As you sort of
Militia
walk past
have
me, you'll
arrived
see me
yet.
sort of just, and then put my hand back down and just follow behind you, like military stepping.
I imagine the half-orc actually sort of grabs your forearm right now.
No, Viktor. Not yet. I'm sure time will come.
You would know this half-orc individual as one Gruk Tionson.
There you go, Danny. A really easy one to write that one down.
I'm sorry I couldn't track him, Gruk. My hunting skills are usually unmatched, but he has a smell I couldn't quite ascertain,
Oh, really? I could smell him from at least a mile away.
Yes, but he
One
smells
who
like
puts
every
that much
other
meat away.
human.
You need to notice the subtler scent. And to be fair on him, not so subtle. Very, very strong mead. And if that is not following him around for weeks, well, God's help him. On the other side, Viktor, you need to just breathe. Maybe take a moment to enjoy life. It is not all about death and hunting and glory and fame and tattoos and sharpening your... What is it you carry, an axe?
I've been training for this my whole life. There's not been a lot of time for social endeavors, I think you call them.
Well, then, as one of your Viada,
Which you know is the second rank of Satya Mriga, specifically.
maybe I think it fitting you are responsible for Vellan. Perhaps you can learn something from each other.
Seems cruel, but if that's an order, it shall be done.
Wait, that, Viktor, you know these things are not ordered. It's guidance.
If it's guidance, I shall follow.
Okay. why don't you go and show Vellan to the bunks and find him a suitable bed?
Okay.
The contract warden will expect you all when the other two of your party arrive.
To help with the social part, when we get some downtime together, can you explain your mother's side or your father's side? I'm curious about the the high top. How does?
Yes. Mother was orc, father was human.
Well, I gathered it was some way round like that, yes, but I mean, like, I've never seen this combination before. I'm quite intrigued to delve into your lineage.
Oh, this is more style choice. I like the height, additional height.
Okay. Thank you, Grok.
It's also good for sticking foliage and creating, like, camouflage in the moment. Better in fall, not so good in summer.
Yeah. It's a strategic play in for the autumn. Well, I call it autumn where I'm from.
Fall,
I'm from the
autumn,
far west.
depends on whether you're from to the east or the west. You know how it is.
Okay, I'll be going now.
Go find Vellan before he gets himself into trouble.
You're right about the smell. And then I'll follow it to wherever
I
Vellan
actually
is.
think he may have shit himself at some point.
Now then, Viktor, what do you do to relax? Have you, perchance... Tell you what. Do you masturbate? It'll help you relax. You seem tense.
I don't know what to do with that. I mean, I know what to do with that. Pointing at his cock. I mean,
Good.
This is,
I mean, look,
this is very.
you're holding too much tension, boy. Holding too much tension.
I thought you was going to suggest playing dice. I'm quite good at dice games.
Oh, well, yeah, absolutely. So just look, why do you
It's a
think I went to the
similar-
tavern?
it's a
To
similar
relax,
knuckle
to meet
shuffle.
people. You seem very tense, boy.
I usually sharpen my axe to relax.
Right.
That's not a euphemism for what you said.
No, unfortunately, I didn't really think it was. That was a shame. Oh, well.
Let me show you how to make the bed.
I'll show you how to unmake it.
Sorry, I'm not attracted to you.
No. Oh, never mind. We'll walk off.
That's the two Drishia who are newly acquainted.
I'm going to make friends so well.
Learning how to adapt to new social situations make their way into the guild hall. Coming up the road into Deepholm, having travelled from Stockend, I believe it was, are two others. Who's taking point?
I think Steve is walking ahead, and I'm carrying my pack and his pack on my back because he's convinced me that it's going to make me stronger and it's going to make me
Brilliant.
like more badass.
That's absolutely what. Yeah.
Steve, as anybody from the city looks down sort of this road then, with you leading the way, describe to me what they see.
So, a little bit over 6 foot, kind of athletic, not bearded but not clean shaven. Kind of walking with a reasonable degree of kind of confidence, very nonchalant, kind of looking around. Kind of looks like he's appraising the town city as he arrives. Maybe he's dressed fairly well. Wouldn't say in his finery, as he would think of it, but for road clothes, still reasonably nice. He clearly takes care of his appearance, and just as he's kind of approaching, just a head over the shoulder. Archie, you nearly there now. Nearly there.
Oh, that's so good. I was just wondering, because my legs... Are they still there?
You are looking stronger already, my friend. Don't worry.
Archie, make me an athletics check.
Oh, golly. So, that's a 17?
17. Despite the fact that your feet are numb, your calves stopped registering as a muscle about 2 hours ago, but somehow you still managed to plonk one foot in front of the other, albeit very wobbly. Somehow you managed to hold this on. Describe to me what people see other than a very wobbly individual, as Archie follows Lygas up this path then.
Archie is quite young, though Lygas and him are actually of similar age. Lygas just looks like he's more worldly and has lived more and just has a bit more to him. Archie is this kind of shrill little fellow who's wearing like kind of baggy clothing that looks like hand-me-downs and things like that, leather armor that is like slightly too big for him. You can see that everything has been patched many times over, so things have been damaged and he's gone and got it repaired, and you know, the stitch marks and patches and all that kind of stuff. He has a long green flowing cloak that is again patchwork. Slung over his back, between like his back and the bags are his bow and quiver, which he carries, and just riding on his shoulder, adding a little bit of extra weight to it all, is his little naked mole rat called Knot, that he's kind of carrying on his shoulder, and he's got this little blonde quiff that at this point is drenched in sweat and is kind of just like plastered down either side of his head as he's kind of walking. I'll be like, Lygas, do you think Viktor will be there? Last time he gave me these exercises to do, and he said do like 100 push-ups and I haven't been able to do 100 yet, but I can get about 25 or so in the morning.
I have no idea, Archie, but it pains me to watch you struggle. So I tell you what, when he kind of glances towards the edge of the town, why don't you let me carry those the rest of the way?
No way. Dude, you're the nicest. This is why
it's nothing. It's nothing. Honestly, you've done well. Maybe you're not going to be doing 100 press-ups yet, but I'm sure after that climb you'll be smashing out the squats.
I've been trying with my squats too. He said actually your legs need double the work that your upper body does. He says he doesn't miss a leg day ever. And so he actually gave me 200 squats to do. I can do about 37 at the moment.
That's excellent. Excellent work. But come on, we have places to be. Doesn't do to be late.
He drops them and like almost falls over with the bags a little bit.
So what anybody watching would see would be Lygas making a big show of going over, checking that Archie is okay, kind of picking both bags up, kind of weighing up, slinging them over his shoulders, relatively little fuss, offering a handout to Archie, and kind of like pulling him up and going, come on, nearly there.
Thanks, man. You really you should give speeches or something. You're so motivational.
As I said, don't mention it at all. Seriously, don't mention it.
I don't even know what you're talking about. It definitely wasn't that hiker. The brothel that you made me come along with you to in. We didn't do any of that.
To be fair, you didn't actually go in, did you?
No, you're right. I stood with the bags and watched guard, but I nearly did, but I also feel like it's such a corrupt system, and really you can't be winning in that situation no matter who you are on the hierarchy chain. It really feels like a bad business model all
We
around.
truly are all in it together, I agree. As we said, been a team effort getting here. No more needs to be said about it. This day, forward.
Yeah. Let's get there, because we're... Oh, look at the fucking... I don't know, is there a sun, Matt? Wait, what am I pointing at to measure time?
Just check
So
my
there is-
Casio.
Yeah, there's a significant amount of cloud, even sort of this height, and you've already passed through one sort of cloud barrier on your climb up here. It's taken you about 3 days to get from Stockend to Deep Home itself. Excuse me. Fucking hell. Sorry, the DM's just dying quietly in a corner, or not so quietly in a corner. As you sort of arrive into the city, whatever mist has been around you is beginning to clear out. You can see the outline of the sun through the cloud. You know it's approaching around midday. It's probably half past 11 now, half past the hour. A little elven girl sort of runs out and runs up to Lygas and tugs on his jacket a little bit.
Oh, yes, my dear. How may I help you?
That was really kind of you to help him. He was really struggling back there. You must be
Yes.
really nice, mister.
It's on all of us to try and make the world a little better for each other, don't you think?
I don't know, I'm 7.
Just trust me. And he pulls out a copper penny and just presses it down.
I'm not poor. But thanks.
And takes it and fucks off.
Lygas, did you come up with that just on the spot, or are you quoting someone? Because that was so philosophical.
I'm not really sure what you mean, Archie, but thank you. But come on, we really must.
Yeah, we are late. If my calculations are correct, we are so late, and Victor's
My
gonna look at me with that look.
My concern is it is currently your calculations that are making us later. So
You're right, and I'll kind of scuttle after you, and kind of head towards the house.
And indeed, you sort of step through the guardhouse, the gatehouse, if you like, into Deep Home proper. There's a number of guards which line the ramparts here. A couple of dwarves, a couple of orcs, a couple of half orcs. Also a couple of elves as well, is what you notice. Deep Home itself is a fully multicultural city. In fact, the whole of the Auroran Empire is about as multicultural as it can get. There is no one single race that dominates any part of this particular continent. So you wander through. You sort of pass a smithy on your right-hand side where you see a very muscular looking dwarf. Behind them, it looks like there's I forget what you call them, but the models that a seamstress would use for putting a dress on, and so kind of a mannequin, but I can't remember the exact things for when you're measuring stuff out. On that sits a cloth-covered set of armor. The cloth is slightly pulled to the side, and you see what looks like heavy plate armor under there, or some form of plate armor. And this dwarf is there, taking a sword out of the forge and hammering it away, creating what looks like a very, very elegant blade. You continue on. You pass through that narrow valley, if you like, that narrow gully from one side of the city into the next. You pass the Miner's Cart Tavern on your left-hand side, and ahead of you stands the guild hall, the chapter house of Satya Mriga in Deep Home. Again, you see a number of different sorts of hunters around. And the door, at least one of the doors, stands open.
I kind of look over my shoulder again to just see where Archie is.
He's been like greeting people as they come up through the town. Like I feel like, you know, Archie kind of has a rapport with a lot of the folks here in Deep Home if he's been before, and is probably chatting to people here and there, and then catches up and kind of gets to the door and kind of stops abruptly at the door and kind of looks at you and then looks over that threshold, takes a big deep breath in, and kind of steps forward over the threshold into the building.
As you take a deep breath in, what you get the smell of is tanners, implements and oils, a lot of smoke, a lot of cooking meat. I'm going to have to sort my throat in a minute, sorry folks. What is quite clearly a place where there is butchering going on, there is tanning going on, there's smoking, there is also some smithing and milling and all sorts. This is a fully working guild hall. This is not just a place to relax and while away the day talking about your spoils and your victories. This is where the work gets done.
This is not a country club.
It's definitely not a country club. In fact, you watch as one particular hunter carrying what looks like a very large wolf on their back comes walking in. Excuse me, out the fucking way. And sort of shoulders that in and then goes, here! And lumps this wolf carcass onto a table where a number of individuals with very sharp knives then just come across and go, looks a nice one, and begin to take the fur off and begin to slice apart this beast.
Oh, Archie, just is holding his stomach as he walks past it and like tries not to look.
So at this point, Archie, you feel a hand on your shoulder. It squeezes gently. Easy.
Hello? And I'm going to turn and look. Who is it?
And you look and see a female elven individual. Very, almost regal looking in nature, but adorned in hunting leathers. The only weapon she currently carries is a very, very dangerous looking hunting knife at her hip. You again notice the various tattoos and marks across her. She's been on many, many hunts. But you also notice a particular badge that hangs from her chest and is the badge of the contract warden. You would recognize her rank as Stavera, which is one of the higher ranks in Satya Mriga. She also holds a leather-bound book, a ledger of sorts. You two are late.
I look to Lygas. I have nothing.
My apologies. We,
That is fine. You will be docked a day's pay as a result.
Well, I'm not sure I would describe that as fine, but...
That
No,
Fair
it
enough.
is proper.
fair.
Right, which one of you is Archibold, which one of you is Lygas?
Oh,
Lygas.
my apologies.
Archibold.
Lygas Cantor. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I'm sure it is, yes. I am Eloen Haladrin. I am the contract warden here at Deep Home Guild Hall. Archibald, why are you so sweaty?
It's been a long climb. He's still, getting up to speed.
Oh, I will
have to make sure we go and make sure the road is passable. It's meant to be.
Oh
Wouldn't be
no,
that hard a climb.
the road was fine. A little windy points, and we got caught up a little last night. But no worries. He's just, very green.
Yeah, what Lygas said.
Very good. Yes, well, despite being slightly late, you are lucky in the fact that I do not actually need to send you off until the morning. Makes the most sense. So please make yourselves at home. I believe your two other hunting party members are around here somewhere, and you can see her just sort of scanning around. Perhaps they're in the bunks. Look for a half-orc with very, very tall ginger hair. I'm sure he will show you around, and then I expect to see all four of you in the contract office early tomorrow morning. Are we clear?
Just so that there's no misunderstandings, how early?
You should know by now the nature of these things. Sunup is what I would consider early.
Always worth checking. I look forward to it.
Indeed. I'm sure you do. Archibold, do
Archie. I would. Yeah, I was going
Archie.
to go do that straight.
Archie.
Yes.
Come on. This is exactly why we're late.
I'll bow to the warden as deep as I feasibly can, and then kind of shuffle backwards, and then turn and chase after Lygas.
He's gonna get such terrible backache doing that. Excellent stuff. You wander through, and you sort of have to walk past the. Sorry, brain just voided my skull there. You walk past the area where the kills are being claimed, prepared, if you like. Every bit, as you know, of Satya Mriga, every bit of a kill, where possible, is used and repurposed. Nothing goes to waste. Whether it's the meat to use as lures or to feed yourselves, whether it is the furs to warm or line sleeping bags to create jackets or cloaks, whether it is the horns or the claws or the teeth that are turned into blades or knives, or even occasionally trophies. But that is not necessarily the way of Satya Mriga to claim trophies. There is honour in the kill. Eventually you manage to stumble into what is quite clearly the main bunk room. There are snoring individuals who clearly were out during the night on a night hunt. There is a number of other individuals sat at side tables. Indeed, there's a couple look like they are maybe gambling with dice. And then eventually you see the back of a very broad-backed half-orc individual, brownish green skin and very, very tall ginger hair, looking on as another Victor is an orc or a half-orc? Sorry, Danny.
Full orc, representing.
Full orc. Yeah, another orc looks as a human tries to make a bed and makes a very... Well, in fact, do you know what, Vellan? Make me a sleight of hand check, please.
D&D, guys. Riveting. Checks to make beds.
It's a 14.
It's passable.
Fuck.
It's possible. It's
incredible.
not the worst made bed that anybody has seen here.
You've got to fluff out the creases. I'm sort of showing him how to, like how Japanese hotel do the bed corners. They're folding it over precisely and getting under.
As you're fixing the end of the bed, it kind of all moves really weirdly, and then you look up and he's just laying on his bed with his boots on, just like, it's good enough for me.
You just hear a growl under Victor's breath.
To Lygas and Archibold, you would see the half-orc individual with their arms folded. Their shoulders are just rising and falling with silent chuckling there.
I'll stand up, brush myself off, trying to play it cool as if that didn't bother me in any way, shape, or form, and I'll just turn around. Archie!
Viktor, and I'll come on over and how do we usually greet each other, Danny? What's our typical greeting?
Well, I was going to say, me and Not are quite fond of each other, and I'll straight away greet Not first to be like, "Hello, little Not, coochie coochie coo." Just to double check, we still can't eat him, right?
I look to Not, and he's like, Matt, what does he react to being offered?
I for once, I'm not in charge of the sidekick.
Perfect.
You
Awesome.
tell me.
Okay. Thank you. I'm happy to go with it.
Not
He
yet.
kind of like
Not yet.
He kind of like turns and then like begins like chittering a little bit, and I'm like, oh no. He says he doesn't want to be eaten quite yet. He's got a little bit more mapping to do. I'm not quite sure what he means by that.
I can see
Tempted to stick
your
my DMs or here and actually go in Not's mind is actually looking at Archie and going, no, I'm hoping to be eaten.
I see
we'll
your
stick with
quads are
Archie.
looking firmer. You've been doing your squats, right?
I've been really trying to do as many as I can, but I got close to 200. Lygas can attest. I did 37.
I can do maths, and that is not close.
Well, you're right,
But
man.
you did.
I
You
suck.
did good, little man. You did good. I don't know why I'm a caveman all of a sudden. You bring it out in him. He kind of, like how a person talks to a dog. That's kind of how Viktor talks to Archibold, like in a coochie coo kind of way. No, he doesn't mean to be patronising. He's just this is him being affectionate, but he's only really been affectionate with pets, not friends.
Upon Archie saying Lygas' name, I think Vellan's going to get up off the bed and be like, I knew I never forget a face, and Lygas, my damn boy, I didn't think I was going to see you again.
Oh, it's been a while, hasn't it, Vellan?
No, that tavern. Oh, which one was it?
Oh, we're going to have to narrow it down a lot more than that.
Yes, we will. And we come and give you a good handshake.
If you excuse me, and I like quite theatrically shrug both bags off my shoulder, but then I can like brush myself down. Sorry, not very fresh from a long climb.
Oh,
But,
why do you have 2 packs on you?
well, lean in. Archie was struggling a little, so I just thought, why not?
Oh, that's
Judging by
very
the
generous
smell,
of you.
it smells like Archie did all the work.
Archie smells like that a lot. I think it's the nerves. Anyway,
He will want to get
Viktor,
that scene too. Monsters will smell him a mile off.
yes, well, I was hoping it might act as some kind of soporific musk.
If anything, it's going to attract the wolves very, very quickly.
Archie, is it?
So you're thinking more bait? Interesting.
I don't want to be bait.
Deep breaths, Archie. Remember the breathing technique.
1,
Come,
2.
come on, Archie. Vellan, by the way. Vellan Darkmere, how do you do?
Nice to meet you. And I'll put out a hand and be like, your sash is really cool. I look to Viktor and Lygas. Should we all have sashes?
Oh, no, this old thing. No, this was... Oh, I tell you what, how about we talk through the story? I think both of us need a bath. Should we go and see how brilliant they are? Come along.
Okay. Bye, guys. And I will kind of pop off my cloak and kind of rest not down onto the bed and then go follow Vellan to go get naked in the showers and have some bro time, I imagine.
I'll lean into Lygas.
It's less showers and bathhouses.
I'm sorry. I'm Viktor, and I'll hold out my hand to Lygas.
Oh, Lygas would take it. Lygas, Cantor. Pleasure to meet you. Archie speaks most highly of you.
Thank you. I consider myself his mentor in many regards. Can I just check if you know Vellan? Will he be straight with him in the shower? Vellan has already tried to make sexual advances at me, and I want to make sure Archie will be okay.
Has he started on the mead yet today?
Oh, hey, can you not smell him?
I have to say a little dust from the road. But I wouldn't have thought anything aggressive.
I'm not quite sure what to do with that. Should I check on him?
No, I've just spent a very long time on the road with a very, very anxious young man. Don't you start worrying as well. They'll be fine.
Can I do an insight check to see whether I can trust what Lygas says?
By all means. Lygas, make me a persuasion or deception check. Don't tell us which one's which.
I rolled a 10, so, we'll see how that goes.
I will leave it open, but it's a 25 for either.
Fuck.
As Victor's finding it very, very difficult to read Lygas in this moment.
I can usually read animals, situations, people, but you're a tough nut to crack. But I get the sense we will probably work well together if we both have Archie's best interests at heart.
And I'm sure we do. And forgive me. It's the instincts of time in business. You learn to deadpan a little, I suppose.
I've spent a lot of time with humans, and what is hard for me is their words ring true, but their faces they tell a different story. But I'm finding it hard to read your face.
I'm sure you'll get the knack of it in time. There's not an awful lot going.
I think the humans call it, what is it? Smarmy? I mean, am I saying that correctly?
I don't think so, but, who am I to quibble?
You're very agreeable. I like you.
Good. And I'm sure I will like you too.
I won't insight check that, because that's probably bullshit, but Victor will believe it.
So is this just a
at this point leans
sort of situation?
I'm not making anyone else's bed if that's what you want.
No. Are they assigned, or do we just choose them?
Oh yes, you've got the one next to Vellan. I'll be between Vellan and Archie for safety reasons, and then
they are bunk beds as well.
Oh. I have the bottom bunk usually because I'm too heavy for top bunk.
I see. Okay, well, which of the top bunks is free?
That one. And I'll point to the one above Vellan.
I'll sling my bag up onto that. I'll sort of... In fact, no, I'm just going to leave Archie's on the floor where I've put it. And just, heave myself up onto the bunk and start kind of sorting through my things. There's probably a little bit of chinking of glass as a small kind of hip flask and...
Can I double check the bed's a med for a 7-foot orc? I'm not going to be like...
Oh, you're going to be calf and foot, sticking out the ends.
Yeah, it's not... I'm assuming they've got the funds to accommodate all species here. You know, there's like Goliath beds
Yeah.
and orc beds and okay.
Generally, you find a bunk. In fact, sort of, Gruck helps you to actually. There's a mechanism on the beds that extends out, and then he sort of shows you where the larger mattresses are. It's probably a little on the narrow side, but at least you can get head to foot here. Now
that is sorted, I will leave the four of you to get acquainted. You are required to report to the contract warden in the contract office at sunrise tomorrow. Do not forget that generally our meals are in the main hall together. We will celebrate anybody's victories and successful hunts. We'll also pay our respects to anybody that has fallen. You are expected to be there as Drishia. Do not attempt to sit at a table that is not for Drishia alone.
By this point, Lygas is laid back on his bed, and there's just sort of like a noted wave from the top bunk.
Thank you, sir. Will you be at the contract talks tomorrow?
Viktor, my name is Gruck. If you call me sir one more time, I'm going to shove the haft of your axe up your arse until you figure it out.
That Lygas is up on an elbow, looking over, going, "Well, you heard the man, Viktor."
Well, I like it when your ore comes out, but no, that wouldn't be necessary. I'll see you in the morning, Gruck. And he'll say, sir, under his breath.
It's gotta be a roll.
Gruck sighs and then just turns and walks off and begins to hum a tune, and indeed sort of greets a number of the other hunters in the room, and then accidentally nudges the two guys that are gambling.
Oh, shit. That looks like at least 4 6s. I guess he wins this hand.
And then fucks off out the room.
I imagine that Vellan and Archibold. Vellan's talked to Archibold for quite a while. However, probably he's fairly charismatic, so I would hope that he would have got a bit out of Archie, let him talk about their travels as well, and have definitely looked genuinely interested.
Okay, I think I probably would have revealed because you've been genuinely interested, and I feel like you're also probably a little bit pushy, which always works with Archie.
Yeah.
I think Archie would have revealed that he actually carried the 2 bags, but Lygas was so kind to carry it for the last little bit, and it was really it meant a lot to Archie that Lygas would do that for him. Right? It and it's a complete sincerity from Archie. He is 100% trying to be what a great guy.
Yeah, and so Vellan's like, well, of course he's a great guy, but so are you, poking you in the chest.
Ow! Archie's through his leather armor, he's
leather armor, you're in the fucking bath.
Well, I was going to say, here's the question, because this is a Turkish bathhouse now,
Yeah.
so there's a number of big square tubs that are joined to each other.
Spitzing.
Oh yeah, 100%. And it's the little 1 foot towel, just over your bits. Yeah, that's the one. Just
the Starsky and Hutch fucking hand towel from the top shelf fucking energy.
Yes.
Although again, I do wonder whether Vellan's one of the ones who, when he grabs that towel, he just walks in Starkers and then just lays it on his face first, and just
Yes,
and then we'll eventually put it on his
what
crotch.
you do notice is that there's a number of individuals, both male and female, who don't bother with the towels. They just walk straight in, Starkers, and enter the water, wash themselves, sit there and relax for a little bit. You notice one of them in particular, a female halfling, believe it or not, very, very voluptuous, those, pulls out a knife from somewhere and just begins to scrape under the nails, and you can see there's just like bits of grime and blood, probably some guts or something, and they're just scraping out.
I think Archie is so incredibly fucking uncomfortable in this situation, I can't even tell you. I think he's like sweating because of the steam, but also because his blood pressure is so high right now. He's making sure that the towel is not separating like anywhere. He's like tucking, like he's crossing his legs, and is also like trying to avoid eye contact with everyone. It's just hiding he's making sure no one's seeing. He's embarrassed. At one point, he's like kind of crunched over, and he sees his own rolls, and then like sits up straight and is like hoping that no one saw like all of his like little skinny guy rolls that he has with that are just flesh, no muscles. And he's
got body dysmorphia.
100%. He is 100% got body dysmorphia, like 1,000%.
I suppose the other thing you notice in this bathhouse is that everybody is tatted up. Like, there are some people that are tatted from toes to eyeballs.
Yeah.
So one thing that Archie would notice on Vellan is not actually that, I suppose, not that difficult for most people, because he actually wears his shirt open quite a lot. A very, that very flamboyant, privateer look. However, it's much more pronounced now. He does have scars and burns all over his chest. He does also have a scar on his face. Of course, everyone saw that one anytime. But you just see that he has definitely not shied away from a battle before, and that he is definitely covered in that. The only tattoo he has is the logo of this place on his inner forearm, and he has nothing else. But you can definitely see that is on a clearer part of his arm, and there's nothing else.
I love it. I will, as kind of we're engaging and whatnot, at some point, like, it gets quiet, and Archie kind of, Vellan.
Yes, Archie.
I'm even though I'm a little nervous, I'm quite smart, and I know that to have all of, well, and I'm gonna kind of like nod towards your like scars.
Oh, these? Yes.
You must have been in a lot of battles and fights, right?
The privateer business is not for everyone, Archie. A lot of people want what we were carrying, and got tense at times. We definitely got tense at times. I have to say, I miss the sea a bit, but I enjoy a different adventure now and then. But yes, it's weird. I've taken some real slammers before, but none of them have ever killed me.
Are you when you're and he like very gently raises his hands to the side. Privateer ship gets boarded. Are you ever? And he looks like around, making sure that none of the other hunters can hear him, and leans in. Are you ever afraid?
Afraid?
Stealth check, please.
Fuck. Son of a bitch. It's a fucking 9. Fuck my ass.
Fuck me. Okay, so even with my passive perception, at least I do get to see it, at least.
Yeah. Archibold leans in, not as quiet as he thinks. Indeed, somebody lets out a ripping fart at that moment, and Archibold has to raise his voice. The fart ends abruptly, and Archibold continues out being louder than expected as he finishes that sentence.
I'm afraid.
No. Of course not. I would like you to make an insight check.
Oh, okay. I like it. I like that. Dave, you make one back for me as well. You make
Okay,
one back for me
okay.
as well.
Persuasion or deception? Don't tell us which. Just tell us the score.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
Dirty 20 for me.
Dirty 20 for you. I got a 14 against yours, and
Yeah.
I rolled a 9 against your dirty 20, so you easily work out what's happening with me for sure.
Okay, and so I roll to you. Yeah, I roll a 9 plus stuff, so 11. I only just see it, but yeah.
Okay, you go first. What does Archie see? Because you invoked this.
Did you say I beat your insight? Did I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Full on confidence. You know, of course. I'm never afraid.
Okay. As you say that, Archie kind of like grimaces, and you can tell that like the feeling is just like, fuck, why does no one understand me? Like, fuck, no one is afraid, fuck me. And but he like quickly masks it, like very quickly, like catches himself and like masks it very quickly. And it's like, yeah, like,
Oh, look,
me neither.
I rode around with people who were very afraid, but they were still brilliant people.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, not everyone is like me, you know. Some say it's a flaw, but I don't see it that way.
It's crazy.
Some
it's
say
almost
you're
like
full
a
of
compare-
shit. And a dwarf stands up and walks out.
Oh,
I was talking to
Wonder-
someone else. Don't worry. Conversation overheard. Yeah.
I think, I mean, I must have been paired with the coolest party ever, because, you know, Lygas is like smooth as like butter, and like Viktor, like he smash, dude. It's just smash, and then like Vellan, you're like the leader, I guess. Like, you know, you got all the confidence and like.
Yeah, pish posh,
cool.
Archie. No. I tell you what, I am looking forward to seeing what Viktor can do. I have to say,
It's spectacular.
I'd never
and
say that to
horrific.
him. Never say it to him, but I have to say he's quite the imposing individual. Oh.
Yeah, right. Those shoulders, almost like you want to climb them or something.
Well, I mean, whatever floats your boat, I guess.
I'm just in the background doing a Shawn Michael pose that you can see.
Sorry, I just think you're a green Terry Crews. Just
yeah, green
Yes.
Cruise.
And I need you.
Anyway. we're in the bath for a lot longer.
Archie
Just
is my,
chit-chatting.
Archie is my girl in white chicks. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I will imagine
I'm that kid in the
Archibold and
wheelchair.
Vellan-
That fucking.
I'm not
At the
fucking a
end.
kid in a wheelchair. What are you talking about?
Hang on. Whoa. Right.
Pause.
On that
Where's
note,
this gone?
Archibald and Vellan continue to discuss in the bathhouse for some time. The call to lunch is one of those things that people take or leave, essentially. You go about your business, get yourself set up in the guild hall, in the chapter house, and then the call to the evening meal comes, and you find yourselves the only 4 Drishya in Deepholm seated on a small table at the back of this main hall, the main hall within the guild hall, where the feasts are held. Now, the food is awesome. There are meats galore. There's turkeys, there's chicken, there's pork, there's wild boar. You name it, it's pretty much there. There's a number of vegetables, and you all eat very, very well. There is a lot of ale that also flows. Not a lot of wine, not a lot of exuberance. Eventually, an individual stands up. I say stands up. They rise from their seat, but they don't get too much taller. Indeed, this is a particular dwarf who quite clearly bears the marks of the highest ranking hunter in the hall. They look like they are native to Iron Spine as well, and it looks like they've been in the guild for decades. This is quite clearly the Acharya or Acharia of Satya Mriga in Deepholm, the chapter house master. As they begin to sort of talk, they talk around and tell the stories of the most recent hunts. Indeed, a great wolf that was plaguing a village just south of Deepholm has been felled. There are others that are there, or names that are then read out as those that have fallen. And not necessarily just fallen in Deepholm, but members of Satya Mriga who have fallen in the last weeks. And it is only now that word is reaching Deepholm about those members. You all raise a glass to the fallen. You raise glasses to the successful hunts. And
how many were there, Matt?
And eventually, probably around
how many
3.
died? Oof, Jesus, that's a lot.
But as I say, this is all across the Auroran Empire, this news. Eventually, the evening meal just turns to sort of a mild hubbub as people continue to converse. This is not a party necessarily, it's not a celebration. This is just a large extended family gathering for an evening meal, and it is tradition in Satya Mriga when you are in one of the chapter houses or guild halls. Eventually, as night begins to fall even deeper, people begin to find their way back to their bunks, as you do, ready for sunrise the next morning. And that, my friends, is where we are going to take a short break. So there we go. The one thing I do want to say before the break is give an absolutely massive shout out to our amazing artist who has done all of the character art for us, and that is Liam of Nix's Night In. So at Nix's Night In across TikTok and Instagram, go check out their artwork. They are incredible, and
Absolutely love every single one.
Yeah, he nailed every piece of artwork, with very, very minor input, so it's really, really good. So yes, very good. We will be back in a few minutes. So Bodhi, something else to say? Or?
I was just going to say, shout out to new person in the chat, which is really nice to see a couple of new people in the chat, and a new follower.
New
like,
fucking
fucking incredible,
on YouTube
guys.
And Twitch.
Thanks for joining. Yeah, appreciate you all so much.
So thank you very much. Yeah, stick around, grab yourselves a drink, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Hey-o.
Hello.
Welcome back. Apologies for a slightly extended break there. I had a few things I needed to sort out, just personal, but we got there. Very good. Welcome, Raiders, as well. I'm going to give another quick shout out to Liam for the amazing character artwork, if you didn't catch that before the break. So Nix's Night In, at Nix's Night In on Instagram and TikTok. Go check out their work. They are incredible. I will, of course, get our social media master to make sure we share their profiles tomorrow and later. Very good. So, at the crack of dawn, my 4 Drishya of Satya Mriga, my 4 initiates of this hunting guild, each of you is rudely awoken, apart from Viktor. Victor's been up for easily 45 minutes.
Me and Not just chilling. I fed him breakfast and everything.
Not's actually running circles on your head. But Grook comes back in, or at least... in fact, no, they come back in, and it looks like they've been up for a number of hours as well, and just violently shake Vellan, Lygas, and Archibold awake. Up.
Oh,
Well,
I didn't ask for morning service. Oh. Vellan will get up and
Get
is
dressed.
pretty quick at getting dressed with his previous job.
Archie is not one to have stayed in one place for very long at all. So he also gets dressed pretty quickly as well.
Lygas is a little more leisurely about it. Spends some time faffing with his hair. Enjoys.
Lygas, shift your ass.
Noticing he's taking these long, I'm handing him each garment quickly, like, here's your boots, here's your coat, here's your shirt. Spit on my hand and do his hair. Come on, we need to go.
Careful with those.
Spit on your hand and thumb one in. Okay, everybody ready?
From a drink. Oh, everyone see that on the internet. I just fucking missed my mouth from a drink. Go team.
Amazing stuff. Finally, the four of you are ready, and Grook's just sort of scratching just above his eyebrow.
Are we quite done?
One second. Everyone, my mother used to say that before you go out to do anything stressful, it's always important to stretch. And Archie will begin kind of folding himself in half and touching his toes and kind of doing one
How
of
much
these.
does Archibold weigh?
Probably like 140 pounds. Like, not much at all.
What's that in Europe?
Grook.
Yeah, does anyone know what that is?
I don't know what that is in
140
Europe.
pounds is 10 stone.
Oh.
Okay, thank you.
70.
14 pounds to a stone?
Yeah,
size-
70 kilos.
It's like the size of a 13-year-old.
Very skinny.
So Grook picks you up. Literally just lifts you up.
Not the time. Move.
And sort of chucks you a little bit forward. Out. Contract office. Go.
Head towards Elwyn's office.
Yes.
Lygas kind of shuffles in beside Vellan. Do you think there'll be coffee? Pastries?
I think we're going to have to scavenge it. I think.
It was bad enough being sat on that table last night.
Oh, the ale wasn't that bad.
Yeah, demeaning, though. Demeaning.
Yes, but something about it and the camaraderie. Kind of. I hate to say it, but I kind of liked it.
I mean, I've had worse evenings, but I've certainly had better.
Oh,
As I know full well, you have too.
I don't know what you mean, old boy. Oh.
I hope you don't mind me interrupting. I overheard you talk about coffee. No, there won't be any. But I'm used to this by now, and I've managed to forge my own coffee granola bars. Would you like one?
Oh, well,
Danny. Make
I suppose.
me. Oh, I'm going to ask for two
Poison your
checks
friends.
here. I am going to ask for a
fucking
survival
hell.
check first,
Mm-hmm.
and then a straight intelligence check, please.
Oh, I'm going to die.
Oh, well, the survival was a 10, and the intelligence was a 3. Come on.
Amazing.
I'm changing dice.
So, what Viktor presents you is something that may have once resembled a granola bar. There's coffee beans in it.
It's
Whole.
the grounds from a coffee machine that I've just smushed with my hand until it forms a
Yeah.
shape.
It's dark brown. If anybody's seen Snowpiercer, it's like the black brown protein
Yeah.
bars that they are fed, which is presented to you.
Oh, I think I might prefer something a little more hot. But thank you.
I'll grab the
Suit
bar
yourself.
from Viktor. I can. Do you
No, I've
have
got
anything?
plenty for you, Archibald, and I'll put 5 in your pocket.
You see, for a moment, Lygas's hand goes as if to kind of grab Archie's arm to stop him taking one, and then he just stops, looks at Vellan, and gives this kind of.
He's going to quickly
Let's see how it goes.
Unwrap it from the leaf wrapping that Viktor has kind of put this bar in, and he's just going to like.
Just the tip?
Oh, it's so. Just the tip was even so. Oh God! It was
Archibald,
great.
make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Get you right in the chest, right? There's the
Right
jump.
in the chest. Constitution. That's an 11.
This tastes fucking awful. You sort of reflux a little bit and then swallow it down to try and hold it, and then reflux a little bit more, and then sort of have to spit in a bucket a little bit, and then the coffee hits. And you are fucking wired.
God. Oh. God. So many questions.
Your perception checks for the next half an hour are going to be made at advantage as your eyes are bing.
Fucking brilliant.
After that half
I
an hour,
basically made methamphetamine, by the way. That's basically what it is.
after that half an hour expires, you are going to have a crash, and I'm going to say your movement speed will be lowered by 10 feet. And your checks will all have a negative 2 to them.
Fucking hell, that's only. I am sorry.
Wait. Let's start from the beginning. Let's start from
You
the
rolled poorly. You rolled
I did
poorly.
fuck it
These
up.
could have been the best thing in the world.
So, Lygas sees what they've done to Archie, and kind of just looks into the middle distance from him and he goes, "Maybe I was too hasty, Viktor.
I knew you'd come around.
Not for right now. I just have an idea. Thank you." And I'll just
These will
pocket it.
forever be known, Danny, as Victor's.
coffee bar.
Coffee suppositories.
Nice.
Great. Victor clearly misunderstood what a suppository was, or maybe that's what they're meant for.
The only safe way
And
to
just
consume
doesn't
them.
have the heart to tell Archibald, yeah.
Yeah, the slow burn.
Very good. Eventually, then, you stumble into the contract. Wouldn't off it go, Archibald?
I'm just writing down the items so that if you want to give it to everyone else, Matt, you have all the shit. So it's
That's fine.
afterwards it's a -10 to my movement, and then also a fucking
A
-2.
-2 to
minus
all
2.
checks.
Oh, no, let's
for
do
an
a shit
hour.
pun for the coffee bars. They could be Victor Coffree bars, because my name's Victor Rhee. Gotta be
Nice.
Coffree bars. Or we can just call it speed. You can call it whatever we want.
You tell me. Even if you want to decide it after the fact. But yeah, I'll let you name that particular bar.
Victor Speed
that is our
Bars,
first
that's what I'll
homebrew
call them.
item of campaign 3. But there we go.
love it. Awesome.
Very
Added.
good. Eventually, then you make it into the contract office, and for those that have already met her, you see the elven huntress, Elon Haladrin, sat there, stirring a cup of coffee, a large mug of coffee. And as you sort of enter, she places a spoon down to the side. A lax morning, then, gentlemen, is it?
Vellan's stifling a yawn.
We were.
Yes, I'm
Prompt,
afraid.
Mum.
Well, this is not quite what I call prompt. Indeed, the sun has already risen as she looks out the window, and the sun is probably about an eighth above the horizon at this point. Indeed, not quite as prompt as we should be. Oh well, Drishia, I'm sure you will learn. You have all been called to the hunt. Archibald, what is wrong with your eyes?
He's had one of my speed bars.
Oh dear. Archibald, perhaps you'd better take a seat.
He sits down and the chair almost sounds like it's vibrating as he sits in it.
You're gonna really need a poo soon.
Well, as late as you are, gentlemen, you have been called to the hunt. Now, I know you all received summons to Deepholm, so you have some indication of what this hunt is for. I am here to give you the full contract in entirety. You are tasked with heading out from Deepholm into the surrounding farms in search of a rogue wyvern. Some refer to it as a wyvern. They are absolute reprobates. Ignore them. You are in search of a wyvern. This wyvern has been attacking not only the locals but also their livestock in search of food. We believe it is nesting somewhere in the cave system. We recommend, however, you head to one of the local farms, the nearest farm indeed, first, to gather information, find the trail, track your prey, and then calm it. I would like everybody at this point to make me a history check.
Okay. Not too bad. 14.
14.
17.
14? 17?
13.
13. Vellan, Viktor, and Lygas, then, you would all understand that when she uses the word calm, this is a particular word used deliberately by Satya Mriga that is used in place of kill or deal with. They never use the term kill. It is always calm. Indeed, once you have calmed the beast, you are to claim what you can from it. I do not expect you to be able to bring back a full wyvern by yourselves.
What
Upon-
bits in particular would you suggest we bring back?
That is part of your task, Vellan, is to determine what you think is important and bring back for the sake of the guild.
Very well.
Viktor.
Can I eat its heart?
I don't necessarily recommend it, but if that is your will, then sure.
It's kind of a tradition I had back home when I killed something, to meld us together.
Victor, what happens
Claim
if
its
the
strength,
heart
that sort of
is-
thing.
What if the heart is valuable? Where do you lie there?
Or really big.
All that?
I'll eat it in 2 sittings. I'll eat it for lunch and dinner.
Well, he has an answer, Lygas. I have to admit.
But if it's valuable
Upon-
to Satya Mriga, then I will not eat it, obviously.
Upon completion of the calming, you are to return here, at which, should you all be successful, and should you all return, you will receive 20 gold pieces each.
I
Well,
have a
Of course,
follow-up
the
question.
usual taxes and rent will apply. This will therefore be reduced down to 8 gold pieces apiece after duties taken.
Sorry, I must have misheard that. I don't feel like I stayed in a 12 gold lodging last night.
Did you not partake of the meat and the wine and the beer?
Me, no.
Very reasonable price.
Very, strange.
This is the standard rate. Should you have issue with it, then I suggest you take it up with the Acharya.
Seems reasonable to me.
If we don't
Lygas looks at Viktor like, what fucking planet are you from? It's just like,
Considering I used to do this shit for free back in the day, I'm happy with 8.
Lygas goes back to what he was
I'm
doing
here for
before,
the
just kind of
glory.
like sitting there kind of idly playing with a coin.
I suppose it probably is good to be like, what would the daily rate of a standard smith be, or tools person? Are we talking like a silver a day? So actually, this is quite good, not great.
What's the average rate of
What's
just
minimum
somebody
wage?
who does smithing for a profession?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like
what's the
basically,
minimum
so that's our baseline of whether this is actually quite good or not.
It would depend on their skill, but you could probably guarantee as a top end smith, you'd be looking at maybe a gold per day. Obviously, it depends on the nature of the item as well. If it's larger items, then more. A baker, for example, may earn a number of silver per day for their wares.
Yeah.
So not bad.
In a week,
day's work.
if we did this in a week, it's actually pretty good pay. That's why I'm just trying to get, because obviously we're so used to like, what do you mean we're not going to get 1,000 gold for this prize? You know what I mean?
He just heard Lygas kind of mumble to himself, risking a little more than a bashed thumb. Okay.
And if we don't eat the food and drink the wine, the ale, is it cheaper?
No, it is included in your duties to the guild. And this is the rate.
Makes perfect
If you choose
sense.
not to partake, then that is on you, as you are wasting what is provided to you for being members.
I think at this point, Vellan's
The
probably
alcohol
looking
is
out the
delectable.
window and unconsciously rubs his forearm. So whether the rest of you see it, up to you guys.
Oh, passive perceptions then, please.
15.
I have 14 as a passive
Passive.
perception.
14,
11.
11. Archibold, you're the only one that would probably catch on to this.
Did I notice him do it when we were in the bathhouse as well? And maybe that's why, like, on a second time round, I spot it again, would you say, Vellan?
Maybe the discussions that we had, long and varied, some of them came close to how we both got here, and every time we did, he would rub absentmindedly like it was itching him. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'll just kind of take stock of that and bank that for a conversation at a later date.
So actually, he's not particularly, he would probably be barking at this price or not. He's quite stoically keeping stum about the price.
Very well, is this all settled, gentlemen?
I am more than happy.
I take it no
Excellent, then I
particular
expect
time
you to
limit?
report- No, you are to return when the job is done.
Very good.
Are we to have any assistance? Wyvern's not just a scaly chicken, from my understanding. There's four of us. We are Bodrisha.
You are Patricia, indeed. And had I not been interrupted, I may have been able to finish my sentence. Very well, if we are done here, you are to report to the quartermaster to attain any supplies that you deem fit. These, of course, will be subtracted from your pay. After which, at the second hour of the morn, I expect you to report to... I've forgotten my own name.
Matt.
Thank you very much. You are expected to report to the Yajna Stall, which, for those of you that are not familiar with that yet, that is our place of offering. It is the shrine that is found in every Satya Mriga guild hall. It is where every hunt begins and ends. There, the Acharya will bless your hunt and send you on your way.
We had a similar shrine back home. I am familiar with the custom.
Very good. On your way, then.
Come on, guys, let's go. I'm like really happily skipping to this. I'm buzzing to kill a wyvern.
I would like to, as we leave, turn to her and in like immaculate Elvish, just say to her like, "Thank you and have a good day."
At this, she raises an eyebrow and turns to you, and in Elvish repeats, "You are well met, Archibold. Thank you for your custom."
I'll again bow really deeply as I back out of the door and shut the door behind the rest of the gang.
As Vellan walks past and the door closes, you hear under his breath, he says, "Suck up," in Elvish.
Hang on.
Oh!
Are we all supposed to be talking Elvish to the lady? Oh fuck! I learned Elvish because she was an elf. I've been practicing this whole time. Should I have spoken Elvish?
Wait, Archie's gonna turn around and be like, in Elvish, does everyone speak fucking Elvish here?
And
Yes.
you get a nod from Vellan.
Lygas just looks at you. Don't do that, Archie.
You're so right. I that was rude of me. I'll teach you, Lygas. I'd be happy to teach you. It's easy. Even Viktor's. I mean, that's not what I mean. I didn't mean it like that. Viktor's learning
I
too.
know I have to work on my pronunciation, but I'm getting there. I can read it and hear it better than I can speak it.
Yeah. Let's get out of here. Quartermaster?
Follow me. I know the way.
Come on then.
Indeed, Viktor does lead you down a winding corridor, down a set of stairs, deep into a basement underneath the guild hall, through a side door and into a very large room. But the room is cut off, essentially. You cannot get through because in front there is this U-shaped wooden bench or desk, if you like, which encompasses the entryway. Behind that stands a purple-skinned tiefling, female in nature, black hunting leathers adorning her figure, and you can see she's got these sort of glasses at the end of her nose as she's just looking down a list of items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and gentlemen,
would we have had to drop our weapons off here, ones we brought with us?
No. Everything you brought with you is still available to you.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm. I'm yet to meet an ugly NPC from Matt.
Milady, apologies for our lateness.
That is Mriga Party, our quartermaster, to you.
I am sorry, Quartermaster. Slight bow.
We don't do bowing here. What can I get you, gentlemen, for your hunt?
I think I'm all set, actually.
We are fighting a wyvern. Anything you might suggest?
I don't do suggestions, I only do requisitions.
Oh, no. Coffee.
Do you have my speed bars?
I am saving those for a special occasion. Do you have any hot, liquid coffee?
I have coffee that you can prepare in the field, if that's what you're after.
I suppose that will have to do.
Rations as well?
Rations you will be provided with. They are already set here to the side. I will throw in a couple of our packs of coffee as you so ask for. I will take out and removes just some excuse me, some small pouches of what look like milk.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Does anyone else need anything? I think I'm good.
Could I have some bandages or a medical kit, please? I have a feeling I'm going to be at the back using it.
One medical
Archie, that sounds an
kit.
awful lot like planning to fail.
Huh?
We've talked about this, haven't we? Positive mental attitude.
Yeah, you're so right. I was just like, I'm going to be at the back. But really, you're right. I'm going to be in the middle.
No, I'm not saying that you shouldn't take it. Far from it. But plan to use it from the front. That's where the injured people usually are.
Yeah.
Very well. One
it's just-
healer's kit. That will deduct 5 gold pieces from your current running total. 10 uses.
Okay. Okay.
Bloody hell.
And he will.
Well, pay the lady, Archie.
No, it will come off your bill at the end. You don't need to pay in advance.
In that case, I'll pull out a copper coin and just kind of slide it over. Thanks for being so helpful. You've been really kind to us.
If you wish to make headway here, young lad, copper's probably not the way forward. If you have a silver on you, maybe we can do business.
Lygas
I
will
don't want
step forward, as Archie is speaking, will step forward with a gold coin and go, I'm sorry, forgive the lad. I have been trying to teach him the virtues of kindness and generosity, but sometimes he gets the scale of things a little wrong. And obviously, a lady such as yourself, a quartermaster such as yourself, should not be dealing in copper.
Nice, Steve.
Now you're catching on. Now you're catching on. Here. She slides over another kit. Lygas, make me an investigation check, please.
Nice, Steve.
12.
Full of condoms.
With a 12, I'll say you're not necessarily the best to be using this, but you do recognize it at least. It is a herbalism kit.
He gives the quartermaster a very steady look in the eyes. It's extraordinarily generous of you.
Indeed, isn't it? And I trust you know that, as my accent goes all over the place there, with this particular item, there's things you could be making on the way that may see you through, should you be able to find the additional components.
I see. Yes. So, I think perhaps one of my companions, and he looks at Viktor, maybe a little better versed in the flora and fauna of our surroundings, but that is gratefully received information.
Yes, I do know how to make drugs, if that's what you're asking.
Yes, well, I saw what you did with your coffee bars, so imagine what you can do with this.
We only usually use it for spirit quests back in my village, but, you know, I'll oblige.
Whatever gets your
can I
rocks
ask-
off, I don't care what it's called.
Can I ask you
At
a
this point, the
follow-up question?
quartermaster... Go on. Are you asking the quartermaster or Lygas? Sorry.
Yes, please. Quartermaster.
Quartermaster.
We
go
are
for it.
going to calm a wyvern Is there any particular items you would like me to retrieve, maybe for trade? Or for your wares?
Now we're talking, gentlemen. Yes, indeed. The tail of a wyvern is particularly valuable. If you can extract some of the venom, at least, or the poison from the tail, then I will pay good gold for that.
Oh.
Any teeth or claws are fairly standard. I will take hide, but wyvern hide is difficult to deal with and to sell on. But still, the tail is what I will value most.
So I can eat its heart, yes?
Fuck.
How goes your sense of self, and how good are you with poisons and narcotics?
There's only one way to find out.
In the background, you hear Lygas lean into Vellan and go, "Now we're talking, he might be fun."
I really want him to be hot.
I'm right at the line where bravery and stupidity is very blurred.
I will give you this for free of sorts, young Dresia. What's your name, by the way?
Viktor.
Viktor.
Rhee.
Puts a small vial in front of you. Eat the heart, but if you feel a little bit worse for wear afterwards, down that. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Oh, thank you. I'll definitely bring
You
you
now
the
have an
tail.
antidote as well.
It's for the best, because I'm going to eat it regardless.
Very well, gentlemen, if that'll be all, I believe that'll be 4 gold off your total. And she looks at Lygas and just stares into your eyes, holds out her hand to shake. Her name's Mordrai, by the way.
More dry, of course. 4 gold.
4 gold.
He's palmed the coins.
Very well, Dresia. May I wish you well on your carming. Stay strong, strike true. Die with honor, should it come to you.
I was feeling quite positive until that last moment, but thank you.
It's always a possibility.
Vellan doesn't say anything, but will head off first. Can he go and find some food? Some breakfast?
Indeed. You head back to the main hall where breakfast is there. Okay, there's a lot of the meats from the night previous that have gone a bit cold. Maybe a little bit dry in places, but there's also some bacon. There is indeed coffee. A massive vat of it.
Do we
Excellent.
have... Does the party have enough time to actually go to breakfast, or is this more of a he needs to pick it up and go? Oh, okay.
You
So
had a
Lygas-
couple of hours. You basically were told 2 hours into the morning, essentially.
Yeah, okay.
Lygas grabs 2 coffees, one for himself, and he hands the other to Archie. This'll help.
Yeah, Archie, who has definitely come down by now, I think, in the time that's been had.
I will definitely drink it. I will 100% accept it willingly with open arms.
I'll say that'll offset the effects of the coming down then, and rather than an hour of your -10 speed and -2, it will be half an hour by the time you finish this cup.
Amazing.
Might as well eat up. We're paying for it either way.
Yeah, good point. Have any of you fought with a wyvern? I say wyvern from the west. I don't know what you guys say.
I say wyvern as well.
Because I'm not a peasant.
Yes.
Have you fought? Have any of you fought or like a big lizard before?
My previous crew fought one out on the seas, but it didn't last long against us.
You slayed it?
Is that bullshit?
No, we really did.
Oh, it's hard to tell with your face. You look sarcastic all of the time.
Thanks very much.
Welcome.
Don't really know much. Difficult creature, but we'll be fine.
All I know is wings, clip its wings, ground it, and underbelly is a weak point.
And by the sound of it, it's got a sting on its arse that you really want to stay out of the way of.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've got the medical kit, so if anyone needs patching up, I can. I took first aid 101 back in my hometown when I was at school.
I feel
Lygas
reassured.
grins to himself. For a moment, he goes, "That's all well and good, Archie, but what if it's you that needs the medical kit?"
Oh, I didn't even think about that, Lygas. Why would you?
Remember your breathing. Remember your breathing.
It's just...
Remember, you'll be at the back, peppering arrows like a hero.
Yeah, you're right. Like
Yes.
a hero. I'm a hero.
Mm.
Thanks. Okay. Well, we should probably get going. How far is it to that farm? Does anyone know the farm by name?
We've got to go to the mustering place first. Whoever it is there will presumably be able to guide us.
Yes.
But I haven't got a fucking clue.
Shall I
We must do the ceremony.
that we get to the ceremony early? I'm
Yes,
ashamed
please,
to say
can we
it,
be
but
early
we
for
haven't
once?
actually made a brilliant impression. Frustrates me.
Thank you, Vellan. Thank you. Your work ethic is increasing. Yes, let's be early.
Well, look,
Let's go.
I must be rubbing off on you.
we've all had our fill. Come on, let's go.
Lygas.
I was harking back to your masturbation comment and you didn't pick up on it, Vellan.
You will notice
really,
that Vellan this morning has been a hell of a lot quieter since that meeting. So
really must be Viktor. Yes.
Let's go. Let's get it going. Let's do it.
I will say then, as you all head out, Viktor leads you towards the Yajna or Yajna stall, the shrine outside the guild hall. And as you approach, a horn blows loud and strong. Just a single horn blow. Before you, standing at the shrine, you see that same dwarf from the night before, the Acharya. You see the contract warden, Enoeth, stood to one side, and you also see Viada Gruk Tionson stood to another side. The dwarf beckons you all forth and sort of gestures for you all to stand in front of them. As Archibold goes to salute, Gruk just leans back and sort of cuts across his neck like, "Don't do that." No.
Follow my lead.
And Gruk just sort of says, "Stand tall."
not that tall. Gather, brothers and sisters, as we send our brave ones into the wilds on their first task of calming. May the Lord of Beasts forgive us what we take from this world and return unto him. May the blossoming heart claim what lies fallen and settle it to earth and dust, continuing the necessary cycle of life. The dwarf sort of turns to the shrine and takes out a small little vial of what looks like blood and pours it across the top, and then turns and faces all of you. Drishya, I call you now to make your oaths to this calming. Drishya Viktor, repeat after me. I bind myself to the calling of Satya Mriga.
I bind myself to the calling of Satya Mriga, and I've got my hand on my chest, which is where my tattoo is.
Very good. I seek only to maintain the balance of the world and take no more than I earn through my own skill.
I seek only to keep the balance of the world and take no more than I... What's the rest of that line?
My own skill.
Earn through my own skill.
Should I fail in my task?
Should I fail in my task?
Let the river take me swift and true.
Let the river take me swift and true.
To the beastlands beyond.
To the beastlands beyond.
Where I can join my brothers and sisters in eternal glory.
Where I can join my brothers and sisters in eternal glory. Viktor said that with his whole
Archibold. You feel a sense of calm, but also a sense of purpose settle over you, I think, Viktor. Drishya Archibold, repeat after me.
Okay.
I bind myself to the calling of Satya Mriga.
To the calling of Satya Mriga.
I seek only to maintain the
I
balance
seek only to maintain the balance
of the world and take
of
no
the
more
world
than I earn
and no more than I earn
through my own skill.
through my own skill.
Should I fail in my task,
Should I, and he looks at the others, fail in my task,
let the river take me swift and true.
let the river take me swift and true
To the beastlands beyond.
to I don't religiously agree with this, but to the beastlands beyond. To the beastlands beyond.
Where I can join my brothers and sisters in eternal glory.
Where I'll join my brothers and sisters in eternal glory. Glory.
Drishya Lygas, I bind myself to the calling of Satya Mriga.
I bind myself to the calling of Satya Mriga.
I seek only to maintain the balance of the world.
I seek only to maintain the balance of the world.
And take no more than I earn through my own skill.
And take no more than I earn through my own skill.
Should I fail in my task.
Should I fail in my task.
Let the river take me swift and true.
Let the river take me swift and true.
To the beastlands beyond.
To the beastlands beyond.
Where I can join my brothers and sisters in eternal glory.
Where I can join my brothers and sisters in eternal glory.
Archie, as you complete yours, nerves begin to rise. Lygas, as you complete your oath, I would like you to make me a perception check, please.
Ooh, that's a good one. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. There's a smell that catches your nose. A smell of something burnt, but something fresh. For a brief moment. And then it's gone. As the Acharya then turns to Vellan. Drishya, Vellan. And there's a little bit more weight.
There's a very
As they address
dark
you.
look in his eye.
Repeat after me. I bind myself to the calling of Satya Mriga.
I bind myself to the calling of Satya Mriga.
I seek only to maintain the balance.
I seek to only maintain the balance
Of the world and take no more.
of the world and take no more
Than I earn through my own skill.
than I earn through my own skill.
Should I fail in my task,
Not likely. Should I fail
Should I
in my
fail in my
task?
let the river take me swift and true.
Let the sea take me swift and true.
Looks towards the contract warden briefly, who nods. To the beast lands beyond,
To the beast lands beyond,
where I can join my brothers and sisters in eternal glory.
where I can join my brothers and sisters in eternal glory. I'll call that the tavern.
Vellan, you feel nothing as you make this oath.
Yeah, damn right.
Absolutely nothing. There is no sense of purpose. There's no fear. There is simply nothing. The dwarf turns to the contract warden, nods. Turns to Grook and nods. I, Dragna Stonebrow, Acharya of Satya Mriga in Deepholm, do so send you on this calming to fulfill your oaths. Watched by Valya Gruk Tionson. Strike true, strike in honour, come home with your spoils. They raise this horn. Satya Mriga, the contract warden, and Grook in unison sort of chant Satya Mriga before all three sets of eyes turn to the four of you.
You're muted, Danny.
I screamed Satya Mriga like everyone else did.
Indeed.
Satya Mriga.
Satya Mriga.
At this point, Grook swings a pack onto their back.
Up, Drishya. We make our way on this calming. Thank you, Acharya, for your words and your blessing. Go.
Looks to the four of you.
I presume
Our
that Victor's
destination
first off.
I'm skipping like Dorothy on the yellow brick road, mate.
Our destination is the Crookback farm.
I think, Lygas, I think we passed that on our way here.
I doubt it. It is in the mountains. You came up the path from Stockend.
You're so right, Grunk. I have such a bad memory. That is stupid, Archie. Would you say that?
No,
We had
no.
north.
Archie, we've talked about this too. Don't talk your way yourself down.
Yeah.
Not your memory.
You're right.
A terrible sense of direction.
You're so right. Yeah, you're right. I do remember things, but I just don't know which way I'm looking. I can tell exactly what time it is by the sun, but I am so bad with directions. It's crazy.
Yes. Yes.
North,
That's a lot.
Drisia.
After you.
Let us claim the glory of the hunt. You all head out the northern exit of Deep Home. Our camera pans back away from our Drisia party as they set out on their first hunt. Continues north, across mountains, not too far, to where a young maiden is out delivering a bucket of water into a trough for the 3 cattle that remain on the farm of Crookback Farm. There is a screech in the air as she pours this water. Before she can even look up, great claws rake through her torso and tear her in half. A screech again sounds as the panicked mooing of the remaining cattle sounds out loud. She didn't even have time to scream. And then 1, 2 of these cows dragged into the sky as a tail whips around and strikes the 3rd, knocking it to the side. A panicked farmer comes running out with a bow and fires into the sky and misses before he looks and sees the body of his daughter, or what is left of it, arraigned across the ground. The wyvern is loose, and the hunt is on. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 1 of Campaign 3.
Yes.
We are going to roll immediately into Malt and Magic Unrolled, which you can catch on Patreon. So if you're not already subscribed, go and subscribe to Patreon. You can also catch our Session 0 over there as well as a number of other things. Thank you to my amazing players for an introduction to this campaign. Amazing. The chemistry is already insane. I love it so much. Cannot wait for next week.
Thank you, Matt. I think we're all waiting, are just excited to play in this world. So thank you for building it.
Definitely. Cannot wait.
Oh yeah.
Very good. Well, with that being said, then, my friends, thank you all once again for joining us. This has been Campaign 3, Arc 1, Episode 1. We love you all. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week.